Hey, you guys, this is the 100th episode of the Midnight Gamescast, and we didn't prepare at all.
Holy shit.
Right?
100 episodes.
It's been 100 episodes. And,
wow.
and
What a long, strange trip it's been.
Indeed. This is the weekly wrap-up. This is Midnight Gamescast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight, and then we bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. That's this right here.
Right here.
We're doing it.
Now, we're doing it.
It's the 100th one of these we've done.
Wow, we've done it that many times.
Well, yeah. Are you sick of me yet?
No, we'll do it 100 more.
Well, indeed. Every Thursday is PlayStation VR
Theater.
And every Friday is Viewer Takeover when we let you, the loyal Game Cats, we let you take over the show. Yeah. As always, my name's Brian Paul, and to my right, your left, the king of all VR kingdoms, the sofa king himself, Jeremy King.
Howdy, folk.
Howdy, folk, indeed.
Yeah.
And every week on the weekly wrap-up, the Midnight Gamescast, we sit around, we talk about PlayStation VR games. It usually takes us a real long time to get there.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
8
goddamn minutes. Yeah. It's insanity.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, man. You know, it's been a long week.
Yeah,
Right? It wasn't bad enough that there were like 5 new PlayStation VR games that came out last week and like 4 or 5 new ones this week.
Yep.
Right? That wasn't bad enough. But no, it was also Valentine's week.
It was.
And that was exhausting.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Kids do anything for school? Do they still tape the paper bags to the side of the desk and walk around and like put? Yeah.
It's different though. Remember when you were a kid?
No.
If you got like 3 Valentine, well, you know, I don't want to say you sucked, but you got 3 Valentine.
Right. At a certain point, it was like, I mean, for the most part, you just filled one out for everybody in the class, and you walked around and put one in everybody's bag.
That's what it is now, though. It's like you
That's
have
mandatory.
to. It's like there's like lists that go out. You know.
It's stupid.
It is a little bit, and I mean, I get it, but
we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
No hierarchies being developed at this age.
I guess.
With us, it was like determined.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like you knew at an early age if you were popular or not.
The roles you played from there on out. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now the lines are blurred. They all think they're awesome, and I know that's good. I guess.
Not really. Not really.
They are all awesome. Mine are, but I mean all the others.
I'm sure yours are fantastic.
Oh, they're fucking amazing.
Man, but kids these days, I see a lot of kids, and I haven't seen an awesome one in a very long time.
Yeah.
Oh well, happy belated Valentine's, everybody.
Yes.
I know we said happy Valentine's last week on the show, but
we didn't mean it.
We didn't mean it. I took the words right out of my mouth. Listen, just real quick here, make sure you head on over on your PlayStation 4. Somebody asked me in the comments, Brian, how do I find the community? And I was like, don't you watch the show? So if you want to be part of our Without Parole, PSVR Without Parole Game Cat community, then on your PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Where it says settings, notifications, and profile, all that stuff, the whole bar right there.
Very convenient crossbar Sony came up with years back.
Yeah, this is just an evolution of the PS3 cross-media bar.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
I actually like the PlayStation 4 menu. I think it makes sense.
I mean,
it's like, here's all your games and here's all your options. I got it. Pretty, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the point of all this? Oh, community. So
community.
There's a community tab there alongside the rest of them. You just click that and then search for PSVR Without Parole Game Cats, and
it's a long name, but well worth the journey.
At least we won't be confused with anyone else's community.
No.
Right? Everyone else is like Skyrim VR. Like, okay, we're not that.
Which one is it?
Right. And then, Dr. Doom will greet you at the door with a handshake.
Yes.
Maybe some Jamesons. I'm gonna mix that up. What else do you think? What else do you think he's mixing up over there, Dr. Doom?
I mean, maybe some gym.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the hard stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
He's not making any fruity cocktails.
No, fruity cocktails are too dangerous.
Why? Because they go down too easy.
They go down too. These are weak.
See, I have the opposite problem.
And then the sugar, it gets you so dizzy, kind of a drunk.
I have the opposite problem. When I have sugary drinks, I have one, I'm like, oh, too sweet. I'm like, I can't even drink it fast. It's like drinking fucking Jolly Ranchers, right? I'm like, I'm done. I don't want that. I don't want to drink syrup, right? Booze, I'm like, it's like water, man. Vodka just goes down so easily. It's nothing. It's nothing. Drinking straight out of the vodka bottle was why I had to stop drinking vodka
Ugh.
and drinking altogether.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I'm a one drink type of chick. You know what I mean? I'm one and I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Drinking's not your thing anymore.
No.
Okay. We all have our own vices.
Yeah, exactly.
So join the community. That's where
Yeah,
that
so
came from. And then I don't know. Do you want to talk about games?
we should.
We should?
We probably should.
Should we?
A lot of people know that without Michelle, we're kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to intentionally drag out the beginning of the show. Like I was like, we should have a conversation, get caught up, see how you're doing, blah blah blah. But I know that if we don't get moving right now, this is gonna be like an hour-long episode.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're trying to stay on track.
Yeah, a little
so
bit.
Let's talk about games.
I gave us quite a bit of leeway, even with our target time here.
We did.
Yeah. So last week, tons of games on the PlayStation Store.
A few of them.
Sprint Vector, Racing,
On sale.
on sale.
Yeah.
It's like what, $21 with PlayStation Plus. Mm-hmm. We were like, oh man, they charged a little too much for raw data. I wonder if they're going to charge a little too much for this, and it was way cheaper than expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For one I haven't tried out yet, but I really want to, and the sale is making it, I should say, a must-have, because it is. But for me, in my time, it's making it very tempting, though, because I really want to try Sprint Vector.
yeah, it's one of those
Really.
things you can just drop in and do a couple races and get out.
Yeah.
If you have limited time. I don't know. It's fantastic. If you guys didn't see, like I did a Let's Play with Dave Station VR, and I also did a review, and we talked about it. I actually talked about it ad nauseum, I think, at length on last week's episode.
Yeah.
Episode 99, before the
99.
uncelebratory.
Agent 99. I know, really.
I feel bad. I feel bad that we're not doing anything special for episode 100, but I mean, come on, guys. Like, who was really going to do that?
Yeah.
That's Michelle's job.
That is. And without Michelle, it doesn't feel right to celebrate that type of thing.
Can't celebrate without Michelle.
These are like, whenever she left, these were like episode 96.1A, 96.2A.
Yeah.
We'll do it like that, and then we'll get back on track.
It's going to get real confusing.
Yeah, it really
Maybe
good.
like 3 months later, she comes back. We're like, it's episode 100.
This is like jumping into like season 4 of Lost and trying to catch up, you know?
It's like jumping into season 1 of Lost and trying to catch up. Like, what is going on in the show?
Great show.
Yeah, it was, and I actually gave up around season 3.
Did you?
Yeah,
You
never
didn't see it to the end?
No,
Oh.
no, because wasn't it like season 3 or something where like there was the writer's strike, and when the writer's strike happened, like shit just hit the fan.
They ended up with some shit
Right.
filler episodes, like the notorious diamond hunting stealing episode.
I don't even know. But I watched all the good stuff, and then when it got bad, I was like, I'm out, and I never got back in.
Oh, you missed like Not Penny's boat, Charlie, Desmond, great characters. John Locke, my favorite. Jacob.
I want to say at some
Man in
point
Black.
I tried to jump back in, and I was
Yeah.
like, I bet I can figure out where. And I was like so lost. And I watched like
Yeah.
5 episodes and still had no idea what was going
Yeah.
on. I would like to go back and rewatch all those episodes at some point.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Should you?
Also, definitely should. Also, Knockout League came out last week. That's kind of like Punch Out in VR. That's
Yeah.
the thing we all keep coming back to. It took me forever to get this review done because it was hard for me, man. Like it's an exhausting game, just like Sprint Vector.
Yeah.
It's hard. You swinging your fists, dodging, bobbing and weaving, the whole boxing sweet science. I'm just throwing terms at the wall here.
Yeah, really.
Seeing what sticks. It's fantastic. It's a great game. $30, no sale on that, but it's fantastic. Also, there's Drunken Bar Fight.
Drunken Bar Fight.
We knew you were looking forward to that quite a bit.
I was, yeah.
Just kind of feels very tech demo e,
Yep.
right? There's like no real objectives. Developers have been very vocal on Reddit and online, saying that they want suggestions. They want people to talk to them and say, what can we add? Apparently, there was a turn button in the game at one point,
and
they
they got rid of
removed
it.
it.
Wow.
Right. So hopefully, it's not too hard to.
Probably because it make you throw up with it in. I
back,
don't know.
yeah.
I had a little.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, I guess, a little later,
bit.
right?
All right, sure. Pop-up pilgrims.
Pilgrims.
Yeah, we were looking forward to this one.
Very much so.
Yeah, we will because we weren't really sure what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
Like, is this a platformer? Is this like Lemmings? What is this? And how do you play it? And after about an hour, I was like, I understood the premise.
Dear God, you lasted that long?
I think so.
Wow, good for you.
But it's, I don't know. I don't, after an hour, I can't say I was really having enough fun to go back to it, like, willingly. I do have to do a review of it at some point.
Yep.
So unwillingly, I'll go back and, like, and I don't want to say I'm going to force myself to play more.
Yep.
Because I haven't even really seen the first boss. Like, I went through a boss stage, but I haven't seen, like, a big, giant boss. So I'm curious to know what else is out there. But as of right now, I'm like,
It was, to me, frustratingly slow.
yes.
I mean, I got frustrated very quickly because of how slow-paced it was. And I just, honestly, the beginning little story area, moving your head around, I fucking see the things hitting the X button, and then making them jump back, making them jump forward on the different levels, you know. And I gave up very soon after that area because I was just frustrated with getting them to move. You can maybe move them a little. I'm getting too into this.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't the optimal control scheme.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'd rather, at this point, I'd rather just select a character and be able to make him run back and forth and control him or something.
Probably a totally different game, and I would have stuck with it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's not that I don't know. I still want to. I still want a 2D platformer in VR.
Yeah.
And this obviously wasn't it. That's not what they were going for. And I don't know. Well, we will have future updates on this one because there's got to be something here.
There's got to be more. It's too soon to tell. I don't know.
Maybe. Although I feel like if you play any game for an hour and you're like, you should probably move on.
Yeah. I can't even say I gave it that long at all.
And then finally, CubeWorks.
CubeWorks.
The game we were scared was going to get overlooked.
Yeah.
Totally got overlooked. Except I threw it to Des and I was like, can you please do a review of this? And he did. Now I just need to edit the review together and go back and play some game and capture footage. And it takes forever to do a review around here.
I can imagine. You're a busy cat.
Yeah. But if that wasn't enough to keep you entertained, there's also a ridiculous amount of games coming to the store this week. In fact, most of these games are probably out already because we're filming Monday night, but this episode airs Tuesday night.
Yep.
So there, most of these games are out. All of these games are out. Some of them are out right now. Let's start with the big one.
Yeah.
Apex Construct. Apex Construct is the next big PlayStation VR game. Bows and arrows.
Yeah.
Machine dogs.
Yeah. Yes.
I like it.
Yep. Mother,
father.
Yep.
Run, Dorothy, run.
Yes.
I was optimistically looking forward to this game for a long time.
Yeah.
It is overpriced at $30. I really like the soundtrack. Had a lot of fun with the kind of dancing in place and trying to get the gems and stuff. And when I found like a real rhythm, when I saw like how they wanted me to move my hands and stuff, I was like, this is kind of fun. But it's not $30 fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The voice acting's horrible. Some of the graphics are pretty bad. Man, for $15, I'd be like, absolutely, this is a lot of fun. But for $30, I'm like, you're out of your minds, guys. I'm so sorry. I hate that. A game should be good or bad. It doesn't matter what it costs. And unfortunately, cost comes into it.
Yeah, it totally does.
What else we got? Honor and Duty, the PlayStation VR and AIM patch.
Yeah, remind me, Honor and Duty.
Honor and Duty so it's by Strange Game Studios.
Okay.
And it was kind of a throwaway game.
All right.
Right? It only cost $6.99.
Oh, for real?
Right? And I bought it when it was on sale for $1.99.
Oh, shit.
Right. And I only bought it on sale because I knew there was a VR patch coming.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, this it's a very small team. It's like just a couple dudes at most, I think.
Yeah.
Like mostly one guy, but I think he's got some kind of backup help. And he was like, yeah, this game's just sitting on the PlayStation Store. We're gonna bring it into VR. We're gonna add aim support. It's like, really? Right? It's kind of
just a random game.
Not very impressive to begin with.
Okay.
And then the patch dropped today. I dropped in. I was playing with JD. I was playing with Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And we were having so much fun.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's 5v5 online.
Yeah.
And there's a whole single player campaign.
Okay.
And it's again, price comes into play here. If they were charging even $25 for this, I'd be like, you're out of your minds. But for $7, I already got $7 worth of fun out of this.
Really?
The aim feels great. The graphics are surprisingly good for like a game. I think it looks better in VR than it did originally.
What era does it take place in?
It's World War II.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks like a PS2 game.
I can imagine.
Right.
Like a Medal of Honor type of game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except
in VR?
In VR. So you know,
That's
even
pretty fun.
something that's pretty low res and
Medal of Honor
not a lot of
Frontline was
detail.
amazing.
Well, Frontline was beautiful on
Yeah.
PS2. We're talking more like Medal of Honor 1 on PS1.
Okay.
maybe.
PS1.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of repeated textures, that kind of stuff. But I mean, $7. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, if you already have this game, definitely download the patch. It's free. And if I don't know, I mean, 5v5. This is our first.
Biggest one.
Yeah, it's the biggest multiplayer game we have on PlayStation VR, and it's cheap. And then there's Conrad the Kitten.
Conrad the Kitten.
It's a kitten Tamagotchi type game, man. It's like you just virtual pet is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Is it? I haven't seen anything about it.
Don't you worry, sir. Tomorrow on this very show, we will be watching
Oh,
on PlayStation VR Theater Conrad the Kitten.
Sweet.
Because this game doesn't come out until Thursday.
Okay.
So we're gonna beat PlayStation VR Theater is gonna beat it to the store by like just a couple hours.
Yay.
And then finally, Restless Spirit. It's a 360 video.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Finally, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be out like a month ago. Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened. But here it is, back.
Wow.
Supposedly Thursday.
Why it's restless. It's been waiting this whole time.
God. I hope,
Finally, they let it loose.
oh God, I hope it's halfway decent. The Dave Station VR Let's Play, not halfway decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he hated it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, pretty
How much
bad.
is it?
I don't know.
No.
No idea. It's got to be under $10, but it's only like 20 minutes long.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, so it better be under like $5.
Oh,
If it's more than $5, just don't
release it.
Just watch me play it and get it for free. I don't know. What do you think, Michelle?
oh, jeez. I think it's time for us to play a little game called Should We or Shouldn't We? Where we take 60 seconds, put it on the clock, put the clock on the counter, just the way that it's close. Just the way that Michelle in Spirit likes it. How's she like it?
Probably on the table.
On the table.
Yeah.
And it's where we take 60 seconds and tell you about a game.
But tell who?
Tell the audience, the Gamecast round, about a game or even a book. I haven't been reading, so don't ask. Or a show. And we try to do it all within 60 seconds and tell you if you should or shouldn't. Just like that explanation. That took about 60 seconds.
That was pretty rough. I think that was your should we or shouldn't we? So should we or shouldn't we this week? We should.
I'm toasted. It's been a long week, and now
toasted.
It's like...
Yeah. You didn't even get
Twice.
You didn't even get the first words.
I did.
Like, because the actual beginning of this, the way we begin, it's time to start the show. Whatever. You know what?
Yeah, I don't even see.
I hope Michelle knows when she comes back. You think she's gonna fall
Her
right
job's
back
secure.
into it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah.
She's saying it right now. She's like, guys, it's blankety blank blank blank.
Right.
Yeah.
Time to begin the show the way we begin every show, with a little game of should we or shouldn't we. We put 60 seconds up on the clock up on the counter, the way Jeremy likes it, thump, and tell you, the loyal game cats,
there you go.
you should or should not be playing the things that we are playing and they're watching.
Totally. Brian, would you like to go first?
No, not really. Yeah, I'll go first. What am I going to talk about, though? On your mark, get set, and go. I'll talk about Apex Construct. And the reason I'm going to talk about Apex Construct is because Dez is doing the review.
Sweet.
So I kind of feel left out.
Yeah.
I did an hour-long Let's Play today, and I got to say, man, like it's a $30 game, and it feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, full locomotion and teleportation. You can kind of like off and on the fly.
Yeah.
And it's all bow and arrow based. It's good stuff. It's a little clunky. It's a little strange. It's not high action. It's not action oriented like you'd expect it to be. Like the trailer was like, okay, you know, the whole thing. And the next thing I know, I'm literally typing in keys on a keyboard. I mean, DIR. I'm like, it's a good thing I remember DOS.
Yeah.
Right? And then executing programs and stuff. And I'm like, what is going on in this game?
Totally.
Were they worried it was too short? And they're like, how can we make it longer? Oh, first they need to learn how to use the OS of these computers.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Should we?
Nice.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
But I also really like slow-paced adventures. I'm glad it's not like high-octane action all the time, because we've got enough of those, right? This you take your time with it.
Yep.
Right? You played it though too, didn't you?
I did.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is this your should we or shouldn't we as well?
This will be it.
Well,
yes.
then let's just jump right into it.
All right.
On your
let's
mark,
do it.
get set, and go.
So yes, I also played it.
So yes.
And I just thought that the controls of typing on the keyboard was a neat element to it, and it was really spot on. Like, it was really accurate.
Yep.
You know, I had no issues with it. It went right where I thought it would go. I thought the story, the action, I thought was well paced out, because like you, I prefer more leisurely or exploration. But this had enough, definitely, points of action, and it was very accurate. Like, I was in a certain area where I teleported to get away quickly behind this rock area where there was like a rock like this with a little hole here, and those fucking dog things that were shooting at me. I took out my bow and arrow, and I was able to like lean over and shoot it through the rock, and it knew it. It wasn't even that big of an area.
Nice.
So I mean, it was very accurate, you know.
Yeah.
And the graphics looked very nice. It was.
Good.
I can't say it was cell shaded, but it kind of was.
Funny, I had the same reaction.
Like Firewatch. It was similar in that vein.
Yeah.
Did you play Firewatch?
I've no, but yes.
You've seen probably videos.
I started Firewatch. I never made it very far.
No.
No, it's a short game too, which is embarrassing.
But it kind of had that look to it.
It does. I said the exact same thing during my live stream. I was like, it looks cell shaded, but it's definitely not, because there's definitely texture work here going on. But it had that like very geometric feel to it.
Yeah.
But what a beautiful aesthetic, right?
It
It's
was
like
unique in a way.
Yeah.
You'd seen it before, but you really can't place where.
Yeah. Des in his original review compared it to like a little MC Escher, right? Because it's you know, these things that go together that shouldn't, and I chopped that out because I was like, dude, your review's running too long. Right? You should hear Des's original reviews of anything. I'm like, they're like twice as long.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, and I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, fans of the channel would love it, but people who've never seen our channel before would be like, what the hell is this guy talking
what
about?
is this?
Yeah. But it's very. It's not post-apocalyptic.
No.
It's just worlds colliding
It's weird.
in a bizarre fashion.
Yeah, and I still don't understand what the green lights with the clock sound, click, 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 whenever I'm there, and I'm like, am I supposed to do something?
Am I supposed to cross the street? Is that the indication?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
This is definitely, I liked that it was slow-paced because it kept me moving forward. And just when I would kind of get frustrated, I'm like, what the fuck where am I supposed to do? What? Then all of a sudden you figured it out in a way and continue forward. And father telling me to watch out for mother, and then reading things about father not being who he says he is, and neither's mother. I kind of want to know what's happening as well.
Definitely.
You know?
I definitely had a few issues, I guess. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it's my setup, but at least a couple times in game, my left hand, my bow hand, would just fucking fly off into the
float
distance.
away.
Yeah.
I had that with my right hand.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, my right hand, several times, all of a sudden went
Yeah.
just that way. Not very slow, you know.
Did it come back?
It did come back.
Oh, see, both times or three times I had to turn off my controller and then turn it back on to get it back.
No, these came back every time.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, so now I'm really curious to know if it's my setup or not, because you had some kind of similar issue.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so there are so many times where I try to use free locomotion, full locomotion, direct movement, whatever we're calling it, as often as possible, because teleportation, I don't know, I'm not interested.
Yep.
And you could kind of tell that this was added at the last minute.
Yeah.
Like, you'd get caught in doorways and stuff, and then you'd be like, okay, just teleport through it. But
that was an issue I had as well, where if you went at the wrong angle towards an entranceway, the entire screen would turn black.
Yep.
And like, you'd look around and it really wouldn't change. Sometimes I forget if I teleported out, but it gave you no indication, or it didn't correct itself.
Yeah, I just thought the lights turned off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it says, like your head is in an object or something.
Or out of play zone, like it does on most of the other ones, you know?
So, fantastic game.
Yeah.
And for $30, I'm glad, it's not terribly long. They're saying you can blast through the whole thing in about 5 hours, and if you want to find everything, you can probably get about 10 hours out of it.
Wow.
I feel like it's going to take me 10 hours, no question.
Just at the pace.
Because I end up walking back and forth quite a bit, going, where am I supposed to go next?
Yep, looking around,
like
checking
I do
shit
in
out.
every game.
Yep.
Yeah, and I love like being like finding a computer that I was like, oh, I didn't realize this was here, and then like opening a door, and I was like, sweet, I found the next area. I'm like, no, you didn't. You just found a secret closet with a little hidden trophy, and I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
pick up the trophy. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
And I just kind of left it.
Oh no, you can open your inventory and put it right in.
I don't know if they I don't remember. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember at that point if it introduced me to the inventory or not, and I didn't know that.
So you can collect all this stuff, and then you bring it back to your like little home base, right? Where you, like the level select screen is and stuff.
Yeah, that's a neat little
nice little
house.
Yeah, it is, and it feels safe. Like the rest of the world, like it feels dangerous. But
and it's just
like
in a hole in the ground, and for some reason you feel safe. I mean, it's like right there.
Yeah, it's good. It's like a ceiling fan and stuff. That's all. Maybe that's all you need.
Yeah, right.
To feel safe as a ceiling fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's bookshelves there and stuff, and so I started like putting all my trophies that I found up on the bookshelf. I'm like, hopefully they're there when I load my game.
Right.
I'm assuming that's what you're supposed to do with them.
Probably all the notepads I've been taking for some stupid reason. I probably dump them out there.
Yeah, maybe it's like a recycling center.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, we got so much news to talk about. Everyone's real happy about this. Rick and Morty on PlayStation VR finally got an official release date. They've been saying 2018, and that's all they would say.
Yep.
And now they're saying April 10th, which is fantastic. It's right around the corner, only
Very
like
soon.
2 months away.
Yep.
Right now, from now until March 3rd, if you don't have a PlayStation VR headset, this is the time to buy it. These are the same deals that were happening over Christmas.
Yeah.
And so if your buddy got one and got a great deal, and you're like, man, I really wish I got one. Now it's time. Just real quick, there's $199 just core headset SKU.
Just the headset.
Nothing in it. But apparently, there's also that for the same price.
Yep.
You can get the same bundle with Gran Turismo Sport and the camera. And I'm like, seriously? It's like an extra $100 right there.
Yeah, really.
And why would anyone buy just the headset?
No shit.
Then there's the Doom VFR bundle. That's $300, which is seemingly the biggest ripoff because it only comes with the camera, Doom, and the headset. That's it. It doesn't even add up right.
Oh.
Yep. But the best bundle I think is the Skyrim VR bundle because it comes with 2 Move controllers, the demo disc, the camera,
the game,
headset, the game. It's the one you want.
About
Definitely.
200 hours worth of game.
Right. You're gonna buy this game anyway, and you need Move controllers, so just get the $349.99 bundle till March 3rd. So time is limited, guys. Pick it up. Yeah. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad.
No.
I think we made it just under the radar here, just under the wire.
We did.
We're killing it, man.
2 minutes to spare. High five.
It might not have been entertaining, but at least it's on schedule.
It's very on schedule.
Yeah. We are doing our best, guys, to keep the show running in Michelle's absence. I think we're doing all right, but man,
we kept it wrangled, I think, today.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It felt fairly structured.
It did.
Don't expect that to be the case for the rest of the week, you guys.
No.
Also, if this is your first time watching the show and you've made it this far, congratulations.
Thank you.
Right? Because it's not typical.
Like 98% of people that started with you didn't make it this far.
Right?
They quit way back.
Lone soldier carrying on. Mm-hmm. It is funny in the comments that people are like they've really come around. It used to be you guys talk too much. Oh, get to the point. Oh, and now it's like
I've been reading that.
Talk more.
Yeah.
Drag it out longer.
Just a scam. I read somebody saying they used to skip to the areas they wanted to hear the games talked about. Now they don't.
People used to put time codes in the comments so you could skip to the 5 seconds we actually talked about a game.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, guys.
Oh, remember them days? You know.
I don't know.
It's been a while since we had somebody comment about like, my God, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
You know, unless you block them.
I have a tendency to. Yeah. I'm like, you know what?
It's only positive news. Brian's home crying. Hashtag Brian cries.
Hashtag Brian cries. And on that note, that does it for another episode of the weekly wrap up.
Yeah. Wrapped up.
That wraps up the wrap up.
Wrapped up.
Now we're only saying it for Michelle's sake.
We are.
She loves that.
Yeah.
So make sure you come back tomorrow for the best 20 minutes of your week. PlayStation VR Theater. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I feel like I've said that's it like 17 times this week.
Probably 4 or 5. We are right on track.
All right, then let's end it right on schedule. I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao. Check. I should move this closer. Hello. Check. Speaking. Good levels? Good levels.
Keep speaking.
I'm speaking and speaking. Hello. Everyone. Michelle is a mother.
Michelle is a mother.
Yeah.
She's a mother. She's a mother.
Don't sing Danzig.
Mother. Yep. Good stuff. All right. We'll fix it on the fly as I always do, so fucking whatever. Yep. All right. Stars. Never quite.
The floss is like
Yeah.
surprisingly durable.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yep. That's what happens. You clean your teeth on it first, and then it gets some extra durability.
So yeah, extra gravel stuck to it.
Yeah, a little extra tartar. This is our 100th episode.
What?
That's right.
Oh my god.
We didn't prepare anything.
No, I just found that out now.
Yep, this is the Midnight Gamescast.